Welcome everyone to another episode of Teach Me, where we teach you how to play King of Fighters characters. So we got Benimaru, and we have someone very, very special to teach you Benimaru's key moves, the command normals, the supers, everything. So, man, take it away. Take it away.
So, hi everyone, I'm TEIGA, just a resident KOF Street Fighter and Grand Blue player from New York City. So we're going to be talking about Benimaru. First thing you need to know is that if you played him in 14, he technically got a direct translation from 14 to 15 in terms of his frame data. So his close A is still 4 frames, that's still 7, 5. I don't know why, but this is 17 frames. His far normals are still the same, 6, 8, 11, 10, and then you 4, 5, 9, and 10 frames. CD is still 16 frames. He has one command normal that we really talk about, which is 60.
That forward B?
Yes, forward B. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no,
it still saves the same use as it did in 14 as the combo extender. So in terms of his frame data, he's pretty much the same. His special moves are still the same as well. One thing that did change is that his light fireball, I believe, is 4 frames faster. So in this game, it's 15 frames, and 14 was 19 frames. But other than that, everything is still the same. 26 frames for high fireball, 13 frames for EX fireball. Oh, he has his DP now from 13. His DP, I believe, is 4 frames apiece.
Okay.
His goated projectile in 2 and 4 AC, 17 frames, 15, and 21. He also has air fireball back, but we're probably not going to be using that for this video.
Yeah. What about like the other stuff he has? So like, obviously, like for the specials, he has the. This is the records, right? No,
yeah. Oh, so
yeah.
2d6. Yeah. So that is one of your combo enders. You could either end with this, or you can end with his DP.
Okay.
One or the other. Typically, we usually end with this because it's easier, and if you mess up, the reward isn't that. The consequence isn't that bad. Whereas if you like mess up your DP, we're about 100 frames to hold up if we're using 85 to be exact.
Yeah.
So it's a lot less riskier to just do the record kick. He still keeps his same supers from 15.
I think we're missing one special though.
Oh, his command grab.
Yeah.
Same old command grab from 14. You could still do like the lazy mix from 14 too. So you command grab, time your hold. Jesus, that was. I didn't expect that to whiff.
And then the EX one.
EX one gives you a juggle state. Like. All right, so it's
supers.
He still retains his 2 supers in form of his punches and his slap super, and then he still keeps his climax from previous games as a full screen fireball, which is really good as your anti-zoning tool.
All right, and then he has the level 2 ones. Is there any difference between the level 2 ones? Like, can he control and go like like how you done heavy punch? Can I do that in level 2 with this? No, I can't. Can I? Right?
Nope. It's just one big ball in the middle.
Okay, and then with this one. Oh, it's just that.
Yeah, it's 9 frames.
Oh wow.
And this is your 10 frame level.
So just before we go into tips and tricks, what is that kind of like that sound that comes from when he does that climax? Because I always hear it and I didn't know where it is. It's like a piano.
no idea. It's just one of those things I've never like kind of heard it being mentioned.
Yeah,
all I hear is electricity coming from his hands.
Oh, you don't hear the ding, ding. You don't hear that?
Hold on, let me raise the volume on my side. Are you talking about the climax, like the climax sound?
No, it's the organ. It's the organ sound.
I'm not hearing it.
That is crazy. Guys in the chat, you can hear it, right? That there's an organ sound. I promise you, I'm not even lying to you.
I think I hear it slightly.
Yeah, there's an organ sound. It's actually crazy. When you play it back in the video, you will hear it. It's actually crazy. I've always heard it, but I never understood what it was because Benimaru isn't that type of person. So it's like, from the whole time of knowing Benimaru, it's like, why would he hear an organ?
So in terms of Benny, he's kind of like linear in terms of his confirms from mid-screen in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
So luckily for us, since you're in the corner, I could show you his max damage mid-screen confirm.
Cool.
Congrats, that's his max damage mid-screen confirm from lights. Now, when you start throwing in meter into the mix, now you get a little bit more like versatile. That's not.
Oh, you can get that, yeah?
Yeah. Or you could even do
Wow.
So the world is your oyster when you have meter. It's just how much meter do you really want to spend for it.
Hmm.
You can even do this. There we go. So he has a couple of new confirms that he didn't have in 14. That was one of them because we would just keep doing this.
Hmm.
But it all depends on like what you're looking for. In terms of his normals, there is kind of like a disclaimer you should know about, which is if you would be so willing to crouch. His far A, far B, far C, all with on crouchers, unfortunately. And for legacy players who are coming from 14, if you'd be so kind to mash crouch B, his far D does not hit crouchers anymore, so you can kind of just screw with him just by crouching. It's kind of unfortunate. The thing that you do have to keep in mind is because he's like, I don't want to say it's kind of a worsened version from 14, so you definitely do have to get the hits a little bit more in order to mix your opponents. His JD, even though that looked good, is kind of worse compared to what it was before. So you definitely, like, if you get in, you kind of want to stay in it versus his character. Mix with some man grab. Use your left right using roll, and then be wary of what your opponent's trying to do. I would personally say you probably want to play this character mid or anchor, because unless you just want to use him for the sole purpose of building meter, because his mid-screen damage is kind of meh. But I definitely think he's probably better off mid or anchor. Just because this is like a check here. I'm just gonna assume that you won that because of your invincibility lasting long, honestly. Otherwise that'd be kind of sad. If you want to use him, he is good for like learning the game because he teaches you like the basic tools. What it's like to have a DP, a fireball, and a normal that you, a special move that you can just use to build meter. He also has his dive kick, but you kind of want to space that out correctly, otherwise you will be nuked. Because as you see, I did that, and it hit him above his, like around his knee, and he's insanely, he's around +4 or more. Still plus, but not as plus as he would be if I misspaced it. This 2-1-4C is kind of the move you want to throw out just to like see what your opponent does. It also gives them a juggle state, so you can just combo off of it, combo into whatever move you want. But there's also a risk behind using this move, because if the opponent guard cancels it, they can technically nuke you. Gotta guard cancel the first hit.
Oh, yeah, so punish. Damn.
Would I say there are any better choices for newcomers? So, my background is I play Street Fighter, so I like Shotos. So if I could play a Shoto, I probably would. And if we're talking Shotos in this game, I think like literally any Shoto would probably be a good starting character if you don't want to play Benny. Robert, Andy, Iori, and I don't even think Iori's that good, but you can still play Iori. So it's kind of weird. The good thing about this character is his conversions. Like, he does get like good damage if he manages to hit you with his 5D.
All right, cool. We could move on. Let's move on to the next character then.